So man, for Bikyuuka, I was in Uncle P's studio, vibing, playing my piano and everything. So Uncle P enters, but I didn't realize he had entered. I thought I was still alone in the studio. So I'm playing my stuff. Kumbe, he's behind and he's sitting in the chair and he's listening and he's already picking the vibe. So before I know it, I hear him say, let me put in something. So I'm like, oh, Uncle P with the wall. He's like, hey, take care, take care. So he takes out his phone, he writes down some lyrics, he composes a few things. And then he hopes with the microphone and then he starts solo kuba and all that stuff. So we record the song. It was even produced in a different way, not what you guys hear. Actually, I think I still have the demo on my phone.
Hi everyone that is watching at the moment. My name is Mavin. It's been a while. And I come back also. I've been cooking. You can see the difference that was there before and today. I had so much hair. But it's because of work. And I've been cooking to make sure that I give you the best. And today I'm joined by one of the appraisal, the baddest producer that is, it's going to make it just a matter of time and it's going to be there in the nearby future. My name is Marvin. Welcome back again. By the way, if you're watching for your first time, I just request you and I beg you to subscribe to this channel. I'm Marvin256. Share, like, comment. Today's show is going to be epic, going to be fire, and stick around from the start to the end. You get? So join me. Let's welcome our guest today. And we start. Big man, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
It's been a minute. Yeah, but it's a pleasure. You people who don't understand this man, you should get an opportunity to host him. You should thank God because he's very busy. And if our person spares his time to come and, share a word with you and inspire a person outside there who's watching, it's really so grateful and impactful. Yeah, I'll beg you, introduce yourself and then we start.
Hello, everyone that's watching. My name is Humphery Mayanja, but right now I go by Mayanja On The Beat. I'm a student and a music producer. I'm 23 years old and I'm doing bachelor's of cybersecurity at Eastport University.
That's amazing. A person might think, since you're already a producer, why should you be studying? But it's amazing. It's amazing that you're already pushing. To give you a little bit of the background of Lule Henry Mayanja. Henry Mayanja is it Henry? Yeah. Henry Mayanja is the son to the late Humphery Mayanja. And this man was the first manager of Jose Chameleone. So you see where I'm going. The Pallaso AK-47, that's the late also, Chameleone, Weasel, I think you call them your uncles, right? So that's him, and you might ask yourself why Mayanja on the beat. You know the name. That name, Bana, you took it. Yeah, so Mayanja, welcome to the show. I want you to first give us your history, like your background. Where did you school from? That's primary and secondary, because now university together you're already at Eastbat. Yeah.
Primary, I went to City Parent School first. It's in Mengo. Then I started up to P4. Then in P5, I switched to Chitate Primary School near the Ugandan Museum. That's where I did everything, my P7 and all. Then secondary, I went to Ginger College.
Oh.
That's why I did my senior one to S4. Then A level, I was at Makerere College School, Marcos.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, my first time to interact with your account, that's the TikTok, and your products, I thought you didn't even study from Uganda. But when someone was telling me about you, I was like, it's my hobby. Like, sure. Okay. But you're so down to earth because most of the people, when you're from such kind of a family that is prominent in the country, they tend to be so difficult and hard to get. But I thank you for being humble. So I will ask you, when did this thing of music production get into you? Because, well, you can say because of the family, everyone is a musician literally, but how does this come up to?
Well, I'd be lying if I said the music production was my dream from way back.
Yeah.
I actually never thought I would do this. But I got the idea in my Form 6. I think it was like 2 weeks to UNEB. So I was talking on phone with Pallaso, Uncle Pius. And then I tell him, oh, I'm about to do my UNEB, but when I finish, I want to come and join you and teach me more things probably that I may learn since I'll be idle in work. Then he's like, yeah, you can come around when you're done with UNEB. You'll probably learn production. Maybe you'll learn marketing, anything.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I'll come. So after the call, the remaining weeks, I would think about the production. I'd be like, oh, production. I was like, okay, let me finish my exams and see. So as soon as UNEB was done, in January, I went to Uncle Pallaso's studio.
That was this year?
Pardon?
Which year?
Last year.
2024.
Yeah, it was year. So I go to his studio last year, and then I think I stayed there for like a week. We used to hang out together. I would look at him during sessions, how things were done. And then I would look at these young boys who would come and, produce music for him. And most of them were literally my age mates. And then at the end of the day, they'll probably get some money from him and stuff. That's enough. So it gave me an idea, and I was like, oh, I can actually do this. If this guy is my age and is doing this, then I can also start. So I started teaching myself. I would watch YouTube videos, sleep in studio, consulting producers here and there. And it took me for a while, from January to around March. So in March, that's when my father passed. So when he passes, I'm like, oh, things are now serious. I need to now learn this more, because right now my dad is gone. So I'm now more of a man than I was. So what I did, I went online and looked out for production schools in Uganda, and the Songs Academy caught my eye. So I talked to my uncle, Chameleone, and I asked him to help me get there. And then he's like, oh, no problem, I'm gonna get you there. So we worked things out, and I paid the tuition, and I started my course at Swans Avenue Academy. And I graduated in December. I got a certificate. Yeah. So this year was for me to start practicing what I was learning last year.
There is a trending sound on TikTok. It's Mayanja, the producer.
I got certificate.
I got certificate. Is going home. So it's so amazing. So growing up, what was your dream before you getting into the thing of production that came in later? But what was your dream as you were studying those days? Some of us wanted to be pilots, doctors, what, yeah.
As a young boy, I think I wanted to be a doctor. When you're in primary, to be a doctor, to be a doctor. Then when you go to secondary, now things change. You feel like, chemistry is hard, biology is hard. Then I started loving computers more. That's why I do cybersecurity. So I love the IT side more. So I thought I would maybe venture something ICT related. So that's why I'm studying ICT. Then the production, it wasn't my dream, but I just felt I could do it. And at least it's going well. I can't say it's,
Yeah, but that's amazing, because besides your passion, something that you love, you add a skill besides it. Because I'll tell you, me, professionally, I'm a counselor. But besides that, I run a podcast, as you can see, photography, sometimes videography, so that I can survive somewhere.
And a skill is a skill. A skill can't be taken out from you.
Yeah, that's why I want to ask you, for one who thinks that for me, I only have to be like what the course you're doing. I don't know how they call them at the end. The one who are doing like cyber, but let's say me, who is studying guidance and counseling. And for me, I think I only have to do one course to survive, Because I always give this example of Uncle Mo. If you look at him,
I know Uncle Mo.
Yeah, he's an engineer, if I quote him well, but he's a mechanic.
I think mechanic.
Mechanic, but he does MC, does comedy, So what kind of advice can you give to this person who thinks that for me, I must do one thing in life? If I'm a doctor, I shouldn't add any skill on that side.
I think it depends, because I used to have a friend. She was so good in school, So one time I tell her, man, how are you so good? How do these things come easy to you? Mathematics, you pass. And she tells me, man, Mayanja, me, I know I can't learn any other skill. School is my plan A and plan B. So she knew she can't do any other skill. Like, school is the only way to go. Then she was like, but you, Mayanja, yes, your performance may not be good, but at least you have other skills to back you up. So it's okay. So, no, so I don't know. I think it goes back down to the person to challenge yourself, get out of your comfort zone. Uncle Pallaso always tells me that at 20 years, you should know 20 skills. Like, challenge yourself to know at least 20 skills in life if you're 20 years old. Try different things. You never know. Really.
How things will end up in life.
Yeah, just try different things.
That's amazing, huh?
Like, yeah.
So how was time and how was it at school? Because I know many knew that you're from the. So how would you handle it? Because such kids definitely you want to be you want to attach yourself to this person who is from this family that has a lot of stardom, you know. So how was it always at school? How would you handle it to make sure that you balance the books? And because there's a nonsense that said anabayinza okutandika ne bakuwaga n'olabanga you know you're supposed to do that. So how did you handle it?
How did I handle it? But it wasn't so challenging, actually. I'm so thankful. It wasn't challenging. People wouldn't treat me that. It wasn't so challenging, actually. It was normal.
Yeah.
It was really normal, honestly. It was normal.
Girls were never on your neck.
Of course, yeah, that's true. Some people even would be your friends just for that. It's there.
Yeah.
People probably mock you, probably maybe if one of your uncles does something in the public and they come, you're like, hey, your uncle did this and this, hey, you guys are this, hey, your family is this. But honestly, I don't like it was normal. It didn't bother me at all. I think I was used, I didn't find any challenge.
When you were at school, I will still ask you. Sorry. But as you said, when like one of your uncles does something, you know, would it affect you like mentally by people mocking you? Or you were like used to it and it was just you know, like just
At first, it used to affect me. I would feel so bad. You know, people would be like, hey, your uncle. Sometimes they'll be like, hey, your uncle that he worships the devil. Hey, you know, such rumors back then.
yeah.
But then I got to realize, let's say if they say, yes, maybe my uncle beat up someone, but then we are humans at the end of the day.
Yeah.
People do worse things probably. But like we're all sinners. It's just that for them, they're in their limelight, so whatever they do is seen by people. So I got to accept that my uncles are celebrities, so whatever they do is in the limelight. So they're also humans, they mess up. If he fights with someone, that's his life. You know, I also fight sometimes if I get angry.
Yes.
That don't know how to fight.
Oh, it's a family thing of fight.
It's not a family thing. Everyone gets angry. People fight in offices. So I don't know. It's
Okay, that's amazing. By the way, we are still with Humphery Mayanja. We're going to the segment of when you talk about music. But before we start music, I want to ask you, how was it home? Did they welcome it? Yes, I know you're from a musical family, but sometimes it might be difficult and hard to understand by some parents. Some parents are rigid and the parent might be, I don't want that. I want you focusing on because they begin to kuyamba, you know, and they see it like in a bad way. I don't know. How was it?
well, from my father's side, of course, they welcomed it because that's what they do for a living. Then for my mother, she accepted it and she was like, oh, it's okay, you can do it, but on condition that you also study.
Oh.
So even for my course, she actually contributed something. So she's also supportive on condition that I also keep in school. So my father's side, they are, that's, I mean, it's their job, so they are supportive. They guide me here and there. Yeah.
Okay, that's amazing. So we talk about you hit the studio and you release your first EP, which was Saga, right? So how was it? How is it going? And everything.
Well, when I put out that EP, I think I was trying to, because I was still in production by then. So I decided to challenge myself and do a project to see how far my skill is. So I named the EP Saga because that was my father's stage name back in the day. He used to call himself Ham Saga, like Humphrey Ham Saga. So I was like, oh, let me name an EP to honor my dad, since it's my first project, and see how far, because it was my first year in production. So it was really good. Everyone said it was good for us, for a person that was starting. It was really, really, really good, and it's going so well. Just that right now, I feel like I'm now even more advanced than I was. So
yeah, when you listen to it, how do you feel now compared to?
Yeah, exactly. I don't even like listening to it, but when I listen to it, I feel that progress. Like I feel like I've grown. So I wanted to take it down, but then I was like, no, it's part of my journey. let me leave it there for someone else to see that growth. You know.
But it was good because we talk about the first song of the one of Weasel. I listened to some good songs, actually the whole EP, see them. It has a good intro, and that leads me to my question: what kind of, should we say, genre are you good in? Because the Afro kills me, like it's like medicine. Your type of production is like therapy. If you listen to all of your songs, it's the calmness in the music. I know that as other dancehall and chidandali sounds, but most of your music is of, it's like therapy actually. So if you're on that long
That's also
journey,
dear.
no, I think if you're like on that long journey, you'd prefer to listen to that song and it would actually work better. So I want to ask you, what genre are you good at as a person?
What genre am I good at?
Or you're good at everything?
I'm not good at everything.
Yeah,
And I feel like that's one of the things that actually kills our music. People want to be good at everything.
yeah, yeah.
But then why don't you specialize in something and be good at that one thing than being mediocre in everything?
Yeah,
So right now I would brand myself as an Afrobeats producer who loves melodies and groovy kind of music.
yeah.
So Afrobeats is my strength and it's what I love doing. So I would say my best genre is Afrobeats.
Afrofusion in Uganda.
Okay, basically anything Afrobeats related.
Yeah, yeah.
So I try to fuse my music with maybe Nigerian Afrobeats plus the Ugandan kind of sound, because I want to do music that's understood by my people, but also includes people who are not Ugandans.
Yeah, yeah. What's your target market, basically?
Well,
If
Right
you're
now,
producing.
right now I don't have a target. Okay, I feel like anyone. I don't tie myself to Uganda or international. I just like I want to everyone Uganda international. Like that's my goal.
But your end goal, like at the end, don't you want to see yourself?
Of course, everyone wants to grow. I mean, want to go. The Grammys are the goal.
Oh, I know, I know.
So I don't. Nah.
Yeah. So we'll talk about the first song, the one that let's see commented on Nagamba. Yeah.
Want love.
Oh my God, that song by, is it Kupi Alpha, right?
Copy Alpha.
Copy Alpha.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Why you do me that? Why you do me that? Why you do me girl with a somebody? Why you do me that? Why you do me that?
Oh my God, it's Mayanja On The Beat.
Ngoku kwa galago ama sango. Then I let go ngamba si chada ya kule machalo. Cause I'm on the right course. When I look aside I see nobody. Cause I got you the right go. I only wanna see your body. Two other girls, I'm a blind man. I got my guy called Breezy. Yes, we call greedy. We chilling in this town called city. I only got 1 minute. I'm going chilling. We only just step out, I'm winning. When I'm looking at the side, girl, I'm looking for the right one. You really don't know, girl. We really want. I say, yeah, I guess I'll go.
Yeah, talk about the production, because that brings out the real meaning of what you're from saying, the Afro fusion and the Afrobeat into everything. Yeah, so how was the production? Who comes up with the idea, and how did it start for you to produce it?
So I met Cappy texted me on TikTok. Initially, he wanted to be my client. Oh, I want you to work with you. Oh, I have
These are your
some.
first days of production.
Yeah, my first like he actually believed in me. Actually, thank you. So he texts me, oh, I want to work with you. What? How much do you charge? So at first I treated him like a normal client. I, gave him my bill and everything. But then as we kept on talking. I actually got to know him as a person. I got to know his struggles and everything. And I started relating with him and everything. So we became really good friends. And I was like, you know what, Cappy, let's just do music. Probably we can win one day. So, Want Love, actually, I remember I made that beat after, because I was at the Songs Academy. So when class ended, they would give us time to practice.
In the studio.
Yeah, in the studio. So I remember I made that beat after a class, a Songs Academy class. So after making it, I sent it to Copy Alpha.
Yeah.
Then it's like, hey man, I love this track. I think we should voice it. What? So I'm like, it's okay. You write down your lyrics. You tell me when you're ready, and we meet. So he does that. He writes. He sends me a sample, and I'm like, oh, it's actually nice. We schedule a day. We record it, and then we put it out. I mean, just to enjoy. And then before I know it, I wake up and Nessim has commented. I was like, hey. Then I was like, that means these things are that means like if Nessim has, comment, that means I can do this. So that also kept me going.
Yeah.
Because whenever I want to give, I'm like, but I can't come this far just to come this far.
Okay, that's amazing because the song is good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. Okay. Mayanja, let's go for the next song that I also love. That is Nkwagala Nnyo cover. Nkwagala Nnyo Munange by
Osteen, Ozzie.
Mayanja kubyene kaneno nze Ozzie nenjitula mweno Mayanja kubyene kaneno.
Oh my god, it's Mayanja On The Beat.
Yeah, nkwagala sikulimpa obulungi bwosibukokwa mazima oli malayika kubani mama onaye katonda wa ku nsi nze wantuza nnyala bulungi bw'obunkyusa kala kati onfudde nafala ne bw'otalinze mba nkulaba nkwagala yenze akusutira no yenze nakupenda sana oh bebe kila ishi niko bebe chimanye nkwagala yenze akusutira no yenze nakupenda sana oh bebe kila ishi.
How did the idea come up? So, sample and be like, let's do a cover of this song. And
For Nkwagala Nnyo, I got inspiration from Elijah Chinaka's song, Echange Chibaby.
oh yeah.
When it began, I realized they brought back an old song that was a Ugandan classic.
Yeah.
So I was like, I think I should also get a classic and bring it to life. So I looked through, and I'm like, why not get my uncle's song?
Yeah.
So I looked through his music and I chose Nkwagala Nnyo by Jose Chameleone. So yeah, I get ideas here and there, I cook it up here and there. And I send it to Osteen, my friend Osteen. Yeah, Osteen writes to it and we record it. So after recording it, I think the next 2 days, after 2 days, I first go to Chameleone's place. And I'm like, oh, Uncle Jose, we made a sample from this song, but I want you to approve it.
You didn't request for it in the first place?
Yeah, we first recorded it. So before putting it out, I wanted him to know that, oh, I made a sample of this song, so I want to put it out, but first approve it. So when he listens to it, he actually says, this song is actually really nice. And he said something. He said many people have repeated my music, but this is the first song I've actually loved with all my heart. Like I'm not even trying to lie, but he said that's the favorite song that I've done. Like he said, let me say how he said. It was like, "Bantu banji basema nyimba zange naye kanena kanyumide nnyo okusingiza abalala." So I was like, "Bro, akayimba ako kabi." So then I put out the song, started putting it out. At first I thought maybe the numbers are less and everything. Then I go back and I'm like, hey, but the numbers are less. Then it's like, bro, this song is good. Don't give up. Keep promoting this song. So actually with time I want to shoot the video before this year ends and put it out and begin stress promotion, because they told me the song is nice recently. I was like, don't give up on this song because it's. So I was like, if the legend loves it, then no one has a say.
Yeah, I'll ask you, are these songs yours? And like when you make them the covers?
Yeah, I own the rights because it's my idea and everything.
We just bring in the person.
Yeah, we just collaborate and I give them their share, I get my share. We collaborate here and there. Yeah.
Then now we got the song that I actually love the most. The song of Bikyuuka. That's a motivational song that I listened to and I'm like, what? It was a perfect production.
Bikyuuka.
Sobola okusha.
Nawe bolo neziteba.
Oh my god, it's Mayanja On The Beat.
Nsobola okuba, usobola okucha, nange golo neziteba nezingira. Nsobola okuba, nze mulondemu, nga Justy Mukama yeyalize kadeke. Nsobola okulya nga empologoma, Mukama bwagera nti tenina tekimala. Usobola okucha, nga ndi muwanguzi, kubanga Mungu mwesiga oyo nange gwe nsaba. Usobola okucha, nga nali nga nsaba, nga nange nze posa tola nti nembawa. Mukama kyagaba, fesi yone bofunya, mukera yokozole analoka ndabye bangi nnyo weyo gye mpise abagoberera kakati bakulembeze ndabye ne bannanga bwe tukuze ngeyali omunafu kati ekirimaani Bikyuuka
It's a motivational song that even if you're down, you know.
Someone commented on my TikTok. He said, "Hey man, Bikyuuka is not a song, it's a prayer."
Actually, it's a prayer.
From that, I was like, actually, it's a prayer.
When you listen to it, like when you're down, you know, and you listen to this song, listen of Videnga mo office in a man, boss work of then you know you listen to that song and you're like, yes, one day the foot soldier can become what? A driver, and then
How do you say
you get. So now tell me about Bikyuuka.
Bikyuuka.
And how was it having Pallaso, you know, and how come you love the song to, you know, to jump on everything like
Now, Bikyuuka, I also did Bikyuuka. Actually, I produced Bikyuuka before I even made that EP.
Oh, it's...
I was learning production. So I remember that day I was from the academy, so I'm like, oh, Uncle P. No, actually, no, that was another song.
I think that's like a story.
That's Omwaana. Actually, that's Omwaana. For Bikyuuka, I was in Uncle P's studio, vibing, playing my piano and everything. So Uncle P enters, but I didn't realize he had entered. I thought I was still alone in the studio. So I'm playing my stuff. Kumbe, he's behind and he's sitting in the chair and he's listening and he's already picking the vibe. So before I know it, I hear him say, let me put in something. So I'm like, oh, Uncle P with the whole. He's like, hey, take care. So he takes out his phone, he writes down some lyrics, he composes a few things. And then he hops on the microphone and then he starts Sobolo Kuba and all that stuff. So we record the song. It was even produced in a different way, not what you guys hear. Actually, I think I still have the demo on my phone. It was more of a hip hop song back then. So at first we produced it as a hip hop kind of song last year.
In hip hop format.
Yeah, but it was a nice song at that moment. We all vibed, we were like, Kaiba Kakabi. I don't know if they will be able to hear it.
Yes.
At first, this was the first version we ever did. Yeah, so it was hip hop kind and everything. So we recorded the song and it's done. We are vibing. Kaiba Kakabi. This last year. Kakabi. I keep it on my hard disk and then we forget about it. Like we just forgot about the song. But then this year, I think I was going through my hard drive, you know, clearing things, space here. So I landed on the song. I'm like, hey, come with this song. So I open it and it's in this format. So I'm like, you know what, let me switch this to Afrobeats because I love Afrobeats a lot. And by then, I'm in Atlanta. So I switch it to the version that is out right now. And I'm like, I felt it was actually really beautiful. So I didn't even call Pallaso. What I did, I recorded, because I was in studio, I played on the speaker and then I recorded it with my phone. And then that's the first video I shared on TikTok because I was just trying to look for content that way. So I shared the video, and then the next morning the video is viral. People are doing challenges, you know, over 10,000 challenges in 2 days. Then that's when Pallaso calls me. He's like, hey man, this song is crazy. I think we should really put it out. So he comes back, because back then he was in Canada, and we added a few verses here and there. And then he puts it out on his YouTube, and it's the first song he ever put out on his YouTube that I did for him. Because we had many songs, but that's the first song he put out that he really loved.
I think that song came in a time also when he was battling, you know?
Yeah, he said it came at the right time.
It came at the right time.
That song at the right time.
It was better for you to keep it at the right time because he had a lot of things he was going through, but it came out
At the right time.
It came at the right time, and then
And it shows that sometimes things we undermine in life are actually, because that's the song we did last year, and we took a card to the Omwaana, what. Come with the hit song is, you know.
Yeah, still on Pallaso, we go to Omwaana. You know?
For Omwaana, I did it, I think, 1 week after joining the academy. I go to his place, I'm like, oh, niggas am academy, nigga kola yaka now from scratch and see if I've learned something. So we did that song in his apartment from scratch. I love it. I'm like, let me put it out on my YouTube. So I released it, and it actually performed also very well. So actually, I was still thinking about it, then Bikyuuka came around. So Bikyuuka it's the song that has put me out there right now.
It takes a lot. You know, someone can be supporting you, but it takes a lot for someone to stand up Nagamba. Let me put your product out.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and the trust. So I want to ask you, among all your uncles, do you find Pallaso like the easiest to work with, or since you started from there, like it's more easier to collaborate? Because okay, you have other songs with There's Weasel. I don't know if there's one with
For
Chameleone.
it's there, but not yet out. We actually just did it this year.
Yeah. But like Pallaso was giving you that platform. Like why?
I think it's because I learned from there because it was his studio, his home studio. Because Chameleone had a studio, but I think it wasn't operating. Then Weasel, I think, same thing, it wasn't. But Pallaso was where I started from. So
That's why it's more.
yeah, actually, he's the one who has nurtured he nurtured it from scratch, my skill from scratch. Then Chameleone this year has also started pushing me here and there. I don't know. Maybe I also find it easier to work with Pallaso, but I want to explore more with the others also, because I want to also work with them and
Chameleone
expand.
is also a producer.
Yeah, he is a producer.
Does he give you notes na kugamba on?
Maybe he really does, because these days actually since I started with Pallaso, so now this year I'm moving more with Chameleone. These days I move more with Chameleone, because now I'm like, oh, Uncle P, Yampadene hit. So now let me also see what Chameleone has to offer.
And the next year we shall find you
Exactly.
the one Weasel like that. Okay, that's just amazing. Mom, I think outside there, even if I'm the one, I would think that on your side, it is so easy to make it out in the limelight because you're from this family of the
That has
Mayanjas.
visibility already.
You have that has the visibility, but how is it? Like, what's the reality? Because outside this side, we
People will think it's easy.
it might look easy, but how is it?
It's actually easy because the visibility is there. Like my uncles are great people, so that means if I do something, it will be like, let's see what he has to offer. The only challenge comes when what you're offering is not good. So you have to onto the visibility, you have to add on the nice skill, and be good. Like defend your name. I would say, defend your name, because yes, the visibility is there, but then what about what you put out? Is it nice?
That would be the good step.
But then also I don't believe because the family is great that it's because there are people out there who are from great families but they haven't made it.
Yeah.
The people whose fathers are artists and they haven't made it out like I have. So I don't know. So I think it comes also with hard work. Simani, it's weird. Music is weird.
Yeah.
Music has no formula.
Very different because while we're investing millions and millions, natafunamu olina very naku ekisododo
Music has no formula.
that doesn't even take production of like even 1 million and then hits. If you was putting millions, you don't even.
Because we find the greatest preachers we have right now. In their first year, they didn't achieve what I've achieved. But the other people we have, like music has no, just I don't know, just do your thing, put it out there, and let the world embrace it.
Okay, still what the question I wanted to ask. Anyway, thank you for explaining. Because it's not easy most of the times. Ngabo Yogi that one is in a prominent family, but he has worked tooth and nail. You can even see it sometimes in football. The dad has been prominent. Maybe Ghana. But to you, you've kicked doors and you've opened doors quickly. What can we put this onto? Are you fast in learning? Because it takes a lot.
Actually, even the great producers we have, they may not have achieved what they have achieved in their first year. Because this is my first year of production. I didn't even expect to have all this in this year. I didn't this year, let me look in for like 10 years, and things will work.
You look for 10 years.
What timeline, Kali? After like 5 years.
Yeah.
Then never call mangu Bikyuuka happens and I'm like, I even got scared. I was like, mangu. Like not,
do people by the way recognize you when you walk in public?
Some do. People do actually. When I kuboda, juzi nali ndi kuboda kusurf boda ngenda awe ukoto guy na isa ina mu base na isa. Ndara mneka Mayanja on the beat. Oli ochicha bro. People recognize when they call la guy na kuleka ina Mayanja chicha. One would die to guy now. I saw you in Tinder today, big up bro. So people actually see. I realize it's about Balaba, just that used to write on a gamba.
Yeah, true.
I even meet people in the beginners and they know me. Some artists actually don't know me. But then I think they're just waiting. They're still looking at me, Bachala, what do I have to offer next?
Among, apart from your family, apart from Weasel, Chameleone, Pallaso, which other big artists have you worked with so far, or you haven't?
I haven't worked with a big artist.
Then which person do you look up to, like?
But
among the big?
I have projects coming next year from other artists though. that are not yet out.
Oh,
Yeah, I have a project with, I don't know if you know, Expect Zavi.
my God. Oh my God.
Yeah,
I love his.
yeah, we have some.
Expect Javi, right?
You know him.
Yes,
With
so
Thomas
sweet.
and Oiwayo.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so we have a few projects coming together next year. But some of that, okay, I'm still not talking that is because it's my first year, so I'm there, but not yet there, you know. I'm still working.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Sinatuka wenjagala kutuka. But for now, Bikyuuka has opened the doors that it's up to me now to walk through that door.
Yeah.
So Bikyuuka has given me the visibility. So people now be like, I know that, hey, Mayanja wali. So it's now up to me to start networking. So I know this will come with time. That's why I don't want to put pressure on myself.
The industry, they move a sugar man and she.
Eh.
Man, as you've said, 2030.
Mm.
How are you handling it? Have they approached you yet? Or how are you controlling yourself to make sure that yes, you keep safe? Because many people, bag and backers, and then their life is spoiled and then they end like that. Ugamba yakuba bishuka naye manje yadda.
For now tubana bakujja maybe because nakatandika.
Bana bakutegeera.
Naye for now I look at my uncles. I see how they conduct their lives, how they protect themselves. So nange nechiteka ngamba, let me also, let me learn from him and keep safe. So at least I have people to look at, like Chameleone, Pallaso, Weasel. Like I see even now I go with them for shows. Like I see how they conduct their day-to-day lives.
Yeah.
And I pick, I think, O2 from them because I also want to be like them, or even better. One day.
Then another funny question: how is it? How is it to be with these are people we dream
To reach to
to be and like I go catch, because Pallaso, is Saka Free Boss Team Good Music. Those are my initials of my full names too. See me Godwin Mavin.
yeah.
We've grown up listening to these people, Now the other time I saw you walking with Chameleone when he was in Soloti. Like how is it to be with these people? That for us, I don't know even how I can explain it, but how is it to grow up in such kind of a family, to be with them? I don't it might be normal, but how is the feeling, It's
Okay, yeah.
it's hard to explain.
It's hard to explain, but like, it's definitely normal because when you're with them, it's normal. Neka tutufuluma kawo netulambula kawo ekibuye awo tebalekana Chameleone nogamba awo nengamba kale Mayako is actually a celebrity, like this guy is actually a celebrity, this guy is actually a legend. Nolaba abantu nga bakaavu, it's hard to explain.
Him in Rwanda, how was the experience?
Actually, that was my first airplane. He took me to my first airplane.
Yeah, that was your first.
Yeah, he's the one who took a plane and yanisize ennyonyi yange yasooka Chameleone bambi. Because wali wanagamba, Henry ngenda kutoka ku nnyonyi y'e Rwanda, and I give you a first airplane feeling. I think Rwanda, we had gone for a show. He had a show in Kigali.
Yeah, the stadium.
Yeah, so I escorted him. I saw how things are. I saw how Rwandans love him, and I'm like, this guy is actually like tubira nawo mu nyumba nabira mu ntebe awo ngalaba ka TV nga kasajja kali awo nogamba ne kasafuluma mu gate yawo notegeera nti actually is a great man.
Yeah.
But I take it as a blessing. I don't know, it's a blessing because I could have been born anywhere.
Yeah, true.
But it's my blessing anyway. It's a blessing. So
much. We talk about the drugs in the industry. Because there's a mentality that is in the young people that, okay, a person recent was talking about it, that people think when I smoke my weed, that's when I'll be so sober to produce good music, or that's when I'll be on my best to sing, What is your say on drugs? And there are many, because if you look at rehabilitation centers, look at Mulago, where are these people? No, which one is that? Where they take people who are mentally Butabika, yeah. Me, I'm a counselor. We sometimes we visit those places. The wards are no longer full of old people. They're the young ones, They're into drugs. What is your say on drugs? For me, I want you to tell someone out there that yes, you have to be smoking weed to produce, or it's like this and this,
Okay, basically on my experience of in the industry and I've talked to, most people tell me some people get to use drugs because of maybe depression, because as you know, the industry is not an easy thing. Until you can work for years and years and you see no fruits. So of course you can get depressed and you look for other ways of calming yourself down, and that's when the drugs can come in. So far, that's what I've realized. Like most people come to use drugs because of the depression, like
in the
the
industry.
pressure. Oh my God, it's been 5 years, 10 years, I'm not doing it. So someone can go to drugs for calmness and everything.
But is it the right thing?
Of course, it's not the right thing, and that's why I don't use anything. Actually, I don't use anything. I don't use any drug. That's for sure.
H2O water, soda.
Like I don't get high to produce music.
So it's not about.
I thought maybe just next to Dia, but I haven't went to Atin studio because Atin was teaching us the academy. Atin said he also doesn't use anything. So that means it's actually possible. It's just the mentality. So, like I said, some people use them because of the depression. Katizenagamba, man, let me just put in the work. I know I will make it. Because I know we are the next generation. So that's what comes me down. I'm like, I'm gonna make it. I don't need drugs. Like, to all make sense one day.
That's what I mean.
And like I said, Atin said he doesn't use drugs. I was like, oh, it's actually possible. If Atin doesn't use drugs and he has hits, that means it's possible.
Who are the two producers you looked up to in Uganda?
The first,
Okay, who is your best producer and who is that person you look up to in production? Be like, want to be like,
of
or
course,
you want to be yourself?
actually, well, of course you can't be like art because
Yeah.
music is art. Same way, you know how there is that topic in art, still life,
Yeah.
where you draw things that you see. If they put something and you draw it, of course everyone will draw it differently. So that's how art is. We are all different in our own ways.
Yeah.
So that I can admire Nessim, but I can't be like Nessim. Era client wa wange nagamba mwana kuba ekigoma nga ekye Nessim biki mugamba gende wa Nessim. I can't give you a Nessim can. Because now then it's not me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be like Nessim, which I can't be. But anyways, the producer, first of all, the guy who inspired me to do this was actually Axon. Hey, Axon, Joshua Baraka's producer.
Yeah.
He did Nana by Baraka.
Yeah.
So I was watching his interview before when I went to academy. I was watching his interview and he said he went to an academy. His story was actually so relatable with mine. Then I was like, oh, that means I can also learn like Axon. So I looked at Axon's work and it was really good. So I began following Axon that day. So he's one of my people that inspired me. But then right now I look at people like Nessim. I also love his thing, Nessim, Atin. Then outside the country, there's J5. Then we did Wrong Places by Baraka.
Yeah, so you're a big fan of Baraka, by
Okay, I say.
But J5 is a pop producer.
Yeah, in the UK. So,
Yeah.
so I would say in Uganda, Axon, Atin, Nessim. Then outside in the UK, there's J5. Nigeria, there is KLP Vibes. In Tanzania, there is S2 Keys. He does, we are with Diamond. S2 Keys, baby.
Yeah, S2 Keys, baby.
And Ayoliza. Yeah, it's good to pick inspiration from different, but
different.
problem comes when you want to be like them because we are all different. You can't. Era client aje wange kubirange cha Nessim ngachukanga manyi ekuba ligende wa Nessim eriri. Era mugamba gende wa Nessim because Mayanja oze wange because you want my thing. Also wa cha Nessim.
Ani yakukolera akantu ko. Oh my God, it's my Who's that girl? It's really good. It has its own uniqueness. It's like who's she?
She's there. She's my she's my friend, man.
Yeah.
Trying a restaurant, man. We're in Chanja, some restaurant there. We're hanging out. Then I tell, because Naina Katandika production back then. Kanemunga, by the way, Katandika production. Oh, really? Yeah. Kanemunga, she's a normal person. She doesn't. So Nemugamba, joking, Nemugamba, Pukwela, you can drop Nangi. Nangamba, I'm going to get it. Because oh my God, Mayanja On The Beat. It's a saga. Nagamba, okay, take out your phone and we try it out. Era ne ujino jina kusimu. So in restaurant. Era nakogera, oh my God, Mayanja On The Beat. Oh, I think I can trace it. So now
we find a uniqueness in that thing.
So nakogera, oh my God, Mayanja On The Beat kusimu. So nezo kankatereka obankali na banaye.
It's really so good. But thank you for the hard work, man. Hey. The 1 year in the industry already, and you know, you're going places.
I think nakajjamu banaye. Oh my God, Mayanja On The Beat. Nakajjamu, but then it was on my phone. record it, I take it in the PC, I process it. Nengamuweza nemugamba, is it nice? I was like, yeah. Yeah, she's called Destiny. After when Bikyuuka came out, she was probably so happy for me because she was like, hey, even my voice is there. Era namugamba Destiny, when ndikuba ssente nja kuwaako ku ssente olyeko.
Planning okakyusa oba kati
For now,
signature ya wedding.
right now, naye nyagala nakakyusa naye nekakuba kati kekakubye. So for now, it's what people know.
Yeah, but it's really so good.
So nagambe kakaleke.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
it's here.
it's my,
Kekano.
oh my god, it's Mayanja On The Beat.
She even laughed at
By the way, the laughing is the one that made it so,
Actually,
like-
regret. I feel like I shouldn't even have left the laughing because naka cropping.
Oh.
It's just, oh my God, Mayanja On The Beat. Zia mga bachogere. Nenda nkakwesa mpola mpola. And now, she's there. She's called Destiny.
Have you faced any challenges so far in the industry as a starting producer?
Challenges. Yeah, actually, many challenges. Because music is not easy.
Yeah.
Challenges. Which challenges?
It has been a soft landing.
Not. Just that I choose to ignore the challenges. But
Yeah,
which
yeah.
challenges have I faced? I think people people not believing in me.
Oh, yeah.
Because before Bikyuuka came out, I texted some big artist, and I'm like, hey, I want to work with you. What? Then it's like, oh, really? Send me some of your work. So I sent him some of my works. Now he's anagamba. Your work is good, but not convincing enough. My sound, kasound nchitula ningamba, wala uno mnene anganye. Then after 1 week, that's when Bikyuuka comes out. Ningamba, that means. So someone told me this. It's about, yes, rejection will be there, but you can't impress everyone. Just do your thing. Those who believe in you will come to you at the end of the day. So yes, Bikyuuka believed in me. So what I decided to do my own thing. Those who believe in me will come to me.
Don't people downplay your work? Never gamba. You just work with Mayanja.
Yes, some people say it. I don't know what you're man, you're lucky man. I don't go to Mayanja. But then, man, I work hard. Because at the end of the day, no matter Mayanja, my work is bad. It won't make any sense. If Bikyuuka's beat was bad, then people will be like, Mayanja work with Bichi. Work very great now over here. Work with Bichi. You get. So I also put in work. I put in work of work. I research. Sleepless nights. Even before coming to, actually, that's why I told you that I'm gonna delay.
Yeah.
I was cooking some 2 tracks. Oh, one guy no call tracks. So like I put in my work. I dedicate because music is also like a woman. It needs its own time. I feel that's why even relationships have failed because girlfriend abera gamba Mayanja was in studio bichi.
Do you have a girlfriend?
Do you have a girlfriend?
Do you have?
Yes, I do. Actually do.
Oh.
Just that they are complaining. Bichi. Tuba tuyomba all the time. Mayanja wera mu studio bichi. Nange ni mukunonya katiba nteba. And I realize not even just me, but even the biggest artists in the world, they fail to balance their love relationships. Now I was reading about Kanye West. Kanye West lost his first girlfriend because he was focused on music. Like when people like even the big artists don't balance, Even Banko Chameleone, now we ganga,
Gamba you one night colon.
hey, kati,
So when will you have time for
Exactly.
during the day but be resting? What you're saying is true now. To me I always sleep at around 1 to 2. And not because I want,
but you're
but
working.
because I have work on my desk and I have to push and I can't sleep without it going on.
Chameleone waiba nakaimba kumo bosu bwa but
Yeah.
kumo bosu bwa wawaka line eyo wawoze rembola noloza mbera muko chakala. Chameleone said kanade njuga ku Chameleone. Bwino yagamba nti okuimba kayimba ako yali ava ku show n'abagayi nga atudde ku manda. Those tracks that carry chako. Early in the morning, kwa yaja ava ku show kati budde ne bukera nga addayo ewaka. N'abagayi nga atudde ku manda nga bagenda mu kibuga kuye n'agamba kale kati oyo mukyala we ndowooza ali mu kukyakala. Ne bwe yakedda agenda kukola.
Yeah, true.
So I don't know, that's how life is like. I don't know. But for now, music specifically, music needs its own time, attention.
Everything deserves energy.
And given that now I'm just starting, right now, Ndabi can TP Sovoka. Now, so I'm putting in times 2 effort than I was putting in last year.
Yeah.
So I even not to girlfriend, but even in my friendships, I'm now so poor at balancing them. People text you don't reply after 2 days, after a week. Nenga bambi badde oli busy bikusukako.
Yeah.
Even your own mother calls you notamuddamu nakugamba tukwata amasimu nenga bambi nawe onoonya wooteebera like so I put in work, yes, from Mayanja Family, but I also put in my work. Era tudola TikTok yange yenda by 14k followers nengamba I've actually built my brand.
By now you have music, you have TikTok to run, you have YouTube, you have Spotify.
So then our audience nengamba wow, I've actually built this from scratch, so I'm proud of myself. That's why nagambye nti because when Bikyuuka came out I had this pressure of ngenda kuzzaako ki because usually when you get a hit song you have a pressure of adding on another hit song and keeping that straight. But unfortunately, I haven't had any other hit song after Bikyuuka this year. So at first, nani mu depression now kandi ngamba mwana unemye okuzzaako. But then nekibalabala munengamba naye but Mayanja, this is your first year in production. Even the biggest producers out there, they did achieve this in their first year. There's even that one producer leyo nagamba singa Pallaso ku tune yange bamaze. Waba negomba kandi ngamba man, if I'm feeling this person, I'm just grateful. So yes, this year is my first year funjemu hit. So next year let me align and now continue my journey. Let me move at my own pace. Like shake it.
But it's really amazing. I will talk about the industry problems. But producer, your money most of the times, temufuna your rights equally, and this has forced many producers to go into singing. And that's why like the Daddy Andres, many start their own projects because at the end of the day, they're not benefiting. And how are you prepared for this?
For now, our music copyright here man. People creatives don't earn from their work as they're supposed to. Nti osanga omuyimbi nga Diamond nti bagamba ina private jet chi wakamio talina tekamio yamusooka because Diamond gets earns from his music the way he's supposed to. Davido earns from his music the way he's supposed to.
Yeah.
Even the producers, they earn from their music the way they're supposed to. Nti osanga tingani wena Bikyuuka but now singani na nemotoka singana zimba kalina from just that Bikyuuka song. Nti other creatives in other countries, they need only one song to change their lives. But in Uganda, the laws are not yet there, they're still shaky. Then the federation is trying to change that because my uncle Pallaso is the vice president. So asibanga manchi tulumugesa ko kitiriza. So I would be like if okay for now I'm not yet prepared because teminatera bulungi. So right now we are just doing our own thing. N'abayimbi nabo tebafuna ngo bayinafuna ne ba producer. So
akatono kofunye
nti omuyimbi nti producer okufuna sente ayinafunira mu studio. Then omuyimbi ayinafunira ku stage. But in other countries, producers earn from streams, even your music being played in a club, that's already money. So that's why you sang auntie, producer ina hits naila but aina na moto kabichi. Because now to talk from the music of people to namapona. Na by bitte example ampola. Let's give it time. Never know.
So Mayanja, I want you to while your producer again Tuna Wizipani Mavega camera. There's a young producer outside there. At demo efforts. At them bullshimo. Like he has reached a point of like you said depression. He's feeling like, I can't make it. What kind of advice can you give them to motivate them? But don't ever cover Bikyuuka as the song as a motivation song, but what kind of advice can you give them to lift up the game? Yeah, one day can also make it.
Unaona hii studio yao au pressure wameta DT ranks. So omumanyi so twali awo wawo muimbe yajjao nanga DT nene ebizibu ko DT namubuuza bizibu ki byolina nanga mwana ndonya hit nese ndagifuna namugamba otaba na hit si kizibu kanembuza DT kichotegeeza what do you mean that kufuna hit si kizibu nagamba nti watu nafuna hit gogamba nti sina hit it's not a problem nti just akadeko tekana kutuuka nti hit kaba kadde tikaba kushegeera tikaba kadde so your time just hasn't come but when it comes teraja kugala but then as you wait for your hit you should also put in the work. Now for now a young producer, what I would advise them to do, number one, get yourself your artist friends, one artist or two or more your artist friends ngabachalibo. Then you guys should cook things together mpola make your journey mpola so that when that artist blows actually nange chine kusana nachikola by the way man even name America Total Savage and Metro Booming bingi like that, many people do that actually nange chine gombo kwa sina nachifuna by the way Because my first hit was already an established artist. But then that's the advice I'd give them. Like, get your artist friends and build things together, put out, promote your music. So that when that artist blows, go Bomole so you're long lasting in the industry. Then there's what they call networking.
Yeah.
Get out of your comfort zone and meet people. You know, I'm the introvert, even I'm club, bichi. Spend some time, when I come club, you may meet someone there and exchange contacts and you build a new relationship there. And travel to new places, go to another district, like Ginger, meet those artists in Ginger. Just network. Because in the industry, when I introvert, you want what to judge Malako. So get your artist friends, then do network with people. Change.
And at the end of the day, going to make it.
Yeah, that consistency. And do your thing, have fun with the music. Don't overthink with your music. Create and put out. Because you overthink things. Omwana akuba ekiyimba nga just bakubye oba ki and you're like, eka zinataddemu obudde nakuba ezigita. Because I first there's this song going around Laho, Desperado.
Hey.
That the producer said that's the simplest beat he has ever made. So that song is too simple. It's too simple.
Actually, if you look at me, most of the times I don't have problem. Me when I'm listening at a song, some of the times I leave out the words. I go for the exact beat.
So-
Then put it with flow.
Like just man, music is just art. Just do your thing. And the music enough for me. Now with the song has to be like this. Like just do your thing and put it out. Just have fun with the music.
Just be creative.
Kana kayimba ka Beyonce. I'm a single lady. I think Beyonce. I was watching on TikTok. Guy yagamba nti if you had a producer friend nakugamba nti Mavin nkozeyo beat nabagiwulizeewo nakozesa instrumental yako akayimba. Get time and check out that instrumental. You're a single lady. You'll find that instrumental is actually bad. It's boring. If you send your normal artist right now, you'll be like, like that instrumental has no. But then Beyonce gave it life. Like it's one of the biggest songs in the world. The music, just have fun with your music. Just do your thing and put it out there. Music has no formula. You overthink, don't take a more work. Olinda kuisaka kayimba nga wako yebichi. So just have fun with it.
Yeah, true. But I would say thank you so much, Mayanja On The Beat, for sparing your time. It's been so great. I will again say this: it's not so easy, as you've heard. He puts in a lot of his work. Like he puts in a lot of hard work, energy, time. So it's not easy for him to be on your show, man. So I appreciate you for coming through because it wasn't easy. But God has
I
blessed
also
us.
appreciate you for believing me that Mayanja should be on my show. I don't take that for granted. Because while I'm even Mayanja should be part. So thank you for having me also, Munai. Zanyu kujja ku show.
And I believe the one who has watched, you've been motivated. It's hard work,
Consistency.
and
And prayer. Prayer. By the way, prayer is also
important.
pray.
And be patient, please. Wait for the right time. Kiyinza okugaana today, but tomorrow kiyinza okukola. So
You never know tomorrow brings. Just do your thing.
and to work out. At the end. So I'll ask you to give your last shout outs to anyone who's watching or your final words to the person who has watched from the start to the end. And then we call interrupt today's show.
So everyone that has been watching me, my name is Mayanja On The Beat. Everyone that's supporting my music, thank you so much. And I promise you next year we are going harder. Go follow me on my TikTok, Mayanja On The Beat, Instagram, Mayanja On The Beat, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Mayanja On The Beat. And yeah, more music to come next year. For this year, thank you for everything you have done for me.
Yeah. Thank you so much, the one who's been watching. Hey, if you go out to look for the name of Mayanja on his platforms, you will just see his face, doesn't? On the Spotify, it's just Mayanja. You will see his name, he has his EP there already. Go on YouTube, you listen to all of his music. He's a good producer, and it's just a matter of time. He's already kicked some doors, but yeah, he's hoping for the best.
Those who want to work with me, just text me. I read every text that I get on social media.
By the way, they told me calling it might be hard to get, but a text.
Yeah, I read all my texts.
Yeah. But thank you so much for coming through. Yes, you've watched the end and you haven't subscribed. please subscribe because that helps us to grow and to bring more people. Thank you so much for sticking around from the start to the end. We appreciate you so much. Hey, you also want to work with me? Inbox me, email me, then we'll do our best. Thank you so much for coming through and for watching. The one on the camera is also another producer. It's called Weasel Fan. We shall have him hosted another day. But yeah, it has been a great time here. Wish you the best. Bye bye.